Hi guys, good evening and welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I will be bringing you a season review rather than, obviously I haven't done a bi-weekly episode review for the Acolyte season 1, which just wrapped up I think a week ago it was. Yes. Here's what happened, guys. It's been a really busy, crazy summer for me. And I was also watching the show with someone else who wanted to watch it, and we'd watch it together whenever we each had time. And we watched it in increments. So we watched the first 3 episodes, and then the next 3, and then the next 2 or 3, or whatever. So we basically watched it in chunks of 3. So over the course of like several weeks, time just got away from me. Work's been busy. It's been a hectic summer for me. I've had a lot going on personally. So my point is that obviously I didn't do weekly episode reviews for this show like I should have. So instead I am bringing you my season review for The Acolyte. Obviously spoilers, so this is a spoiler-filled review, so spoilers are going to be abundant throughout. So if you're currently not caught up on The Acolyte, if you haven't finished season 1, if you're still watching it, don't keep watching and listening to this video, as I will be discussing spoilers from beginning to end. So either watch this video with extreme caution or don't watch it at all. That being said, you have been warned. I don't understand all the hate. I watched this episode from beginning to end, the show from beginning to end, and I liked it very, very much. I didn't see any problems with it. I had no problems with the writing or the acting or the characters. I really don't understand all the hate. Of course, this fandom, unfortunately, is notorious for its toxic fans. Not all of us, mind you, but there's unfortunately a good handful of toxic fans out there. I myself in the past have probably been guilty of being a toxic fan myself, if not for Star Wars, for other franchises I care passionately about, but it doesn't excuse bad behavior. So if this show is being review bombed simply because people don't like it for whatever reason, I don't know, I don't understand it, but frankly I don't care, because I enjoyed it. And it pretty much met my expectations, and it was an easy show to follow with some awesome, shocking reveals, some great character stuff, and told a pretty interesting story. I mean, it started off kind of as a murder mystery, set to the backdrop of the early days of the Old Republic, 100 years before the events of the Phantom Menace. And, it started with some mysterious assassin murdering Jedi for whatever reason, and we gradually learn that, who's doing it and why. Actually, we don't learn why till later episodes, but one of my first observations was, oh no, they killed Carrie-Anne Moss in the first episode. Damn, I was hoping we'd get to see her throughout this whole show, applying some of those Matrix moves to being a Jedi. But then thankfully, she did appear in multiple episodes later as the show went along via flashbacks. So I was very grateful for that. But I remember that was the one thing I didn't like. I remember being really bummed, going, oh shoot, they killed off Carrie-Anne Moss right away. Damn it, I was hoping to see her as a Jedi Master throughout this show. But then they brought her back through flashbacks, so I was very grateful for that. I enjoyed it very much. It told an interesting story. It was a good reminder to us that the Jedi are not necessarily perfect, that they're flawed like everybody else, despite their good intentions. It also dropped an epic cameo. Okay, spoilers if you're still watching and you're not caught up yet. But I believe it has been confirmed, or it should have been confirmed, that little sickly-looking creature that was watching the stranger and Osha from the cave was none other than Darth Plagueis himself. That's right, the Sith Lord who would become Palpatine's mentor and master. So that is very exciting and very cool, with some pretty big ramifications if the show gets a second season. Oh, and the Yoda cameo was delightful as well. I love Yoda. He's one of my favorite characters. And even though we just got the back of his head, it was obviously clearly him. And of course, he would have been alive back then because the guy is almost 1,000 years old. And if this show is set only 100 years before the events of The Phantom Menace or any of the movies, of course he'll be alive and kicking and on the Jedi Council. It only makes sense. But I enjoyed this show a lot. It was exciting. I didn't like seeing all of the Jedi die. It was a good episode, but I hated seeing Jecki die, played by Daphne Keane. I was like, damn, they killed the one cool alien Jedi, and now she's dead and gone. But it was still a great watch. Unfortunately, I had the stranger's identity revealed for me, like, who's the one behind the Sith mask or whatever. I had that ruined for me, but that was my own fault because I wasn't keeping up on the show, so I saw it on social media. I was like, oh, it's him. But when I watched it unfold, it didn't take away from, like, the moment of it. I was like, oh, fortunately, I did not have Yoda or Darth Plagueis spoiled for me, so those were awesome, genuine surprises. I very much enjoyed seeing those two. Now, I don't know if this show is meant to get a second season or be an ongoing series. The way it ended, it certainly implies or seems to be an ongoing... Excuse me. The way it ended, they clearly have more story to tell. Now, will it get a second season or any seasons beyond a second season? I don't know. I certainly hope so, and I hope more people warm up to it too, because I thought this was a great watch, and it certainly did not deserve all the hate and crap it was getting. You may feel differently, and that's fine, but just don't resort to personal attacks on anybody because of how you feel about a Star Wars show. That's all I'm saying. So what did you guys think of this first season? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you have favorite parts, favorite moments, favorite characters? What did you like most? What did you not really care for? Let me know down below in the comments section. Have a wonderful rest of your night. The Acolyte Season 1 is now streaming in its entirety on Disney+. I'll keep you guys posted as soon as I hear any official word or confirmation about a possible second season. For now, only time will tell. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. Thanks for watching, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.